Good morning, Stingrays. Google's being a little slow. Probably everybody's stealing my ideas. But I'm still going to make them, try to upload them. The issue is in the processing. They don't process, so it just plays on your computer, so you might have to upload, download, who knows. But today's lesson is on adding and subtracting integers, which is what we learned yesterday, integers. So, that being said, we have to remember two things. First is the same. Same sign, add. Different sign, subtract. What does that mean? Well, this is a positive 8, and this is a negative 2. And yes, I know it's a poorly written 2. I like how I write my 2's, leave it alone. So, they're different signs. So technically, different signs subtract absolute value. What's the absolute value of 8? 8. What's the absolute value of 2? Well, they're negative 2. That's 2. Because the absolute value has to do with how far it is away from the 0, no matter what type of number it is. So, you could subtract the absolute value. So you'd have 8 minus 2, which we all know would be, where's it at? Boop, 6. Or, I want you to understand what this actually means. This is 8 plus a loss of 2. So if you were to have $800 and you incurred a loss of 2, so you're adding a loss. So that is why you start at 8, and actually you don't go forward like you're used to with adding. You actually go backwards because you're adding a loss. So that's how you end up at 6. Now, the other part, part 2, the flip side of this, see, literally, flip side, get it? I cracked myself up, somebody has to. Flip side of this, subtraction. There's one thing you have to look for before you do that saying. Same sign, add, different sign, subtract. Here, we do. We have a negative 8 and we have a negative 7. But something's going to happen before that. See, this is a subtraction and this is a negative. And if you remember way back, way back, at the beginning of the year, I said if you have a negative and you have a subtraction, they're actually going to fuse and become an addition sign. So that's why what you can see off screen is I'm changing this negative and the subtraction into an addition problem. And now do the same sign, add, different sign, subtract. Well, I have a negative 8 and I have a positive 7 now. Let me get rid of this. And I have a positive 7. So they're not the same. Different signs. Different signs, we subtract absolute value. 8 and 7. The absolute values of that are 8 and 7. Sorry, negative 8 and 7. So 8 minus 7 is 1. Very good. But what was your biggest number that you started with? It was negative. So your answer is going to be, where's it at? Negative. So let's go over what that also means as well. You started at negative 8. You start at negative 8, now I'm subtracting a loss. Let's say you thought you were going to have a bill this month for $700 and you knew you'd end up way over there in the red. But no, the company's like, because of this whole thing going on, we're not going to charge you that $700. So you're like, awesome. So you have negative 8 plus 7. So now you actually have $700. So that's why you're going and adding to negative 1. This video is a bit lengthy, so I hope it doesn't take forever to add or to upload. Anything else I got to talk about? I'm going to also post another video on how to do this with a calculator. We've been using a lot of calculator lately. And if you're playing along in the home video, yes, this is problem number 18. And this is problem number 1. Hopefully Google doesn't take forever to upload. Yeah, that's my ear. All right, Stingrays. I'll post the assignment at 11. Bye.